Hey, Prince, you want to shoot one?
Oh yeah, man. Oh man, I've been wanting to say this, man, because you done worked with half of my favorite rappers of today. Like
Just half? Just
Nips.
half?
No, not just
I'm just kidding.
pretty much all of them. Pretty much all of them. I ain't gonna lie. to Gangsta Gibbs, man. So was you the first one to pop off with Freddie Gibbs? And shout out to Gangsta Gibbs because he's just killing the game, and I can't wait for Rabbit. So tell us a little bit how do you and Freddie Gibbs get together?
Yeah, so it's interesting. So like mainstream wise, yes, but Gibbs was doing his thing before. What had happened was he was signed to Interscope. They didn't know what to do with him and it didn't connect. It wasn't working, putting things out. They actually looked at even putting him in like different groups and things and and just nothing connected. Long story short, like ends up leaving, like nothing ever really, wasn't able to get a buzz, wasn't able to do those things. Zanar and managers at the time approached me and played the music and told me the story. And I met him and just like knew instantly this charisma that he had was incredible. The music was amazing. And, the thing that I'm good at is helping, I guess, figure out how to introduce things and how to boil that water and how to, leverage my platform to introduce really, people trust me because it's like, we're not just putting any BS out. I can't just like, if I put out some whack music, people wouldn't mess with it, but his was really good and deserved that shot. And he had this incredible material that he recorded over the time at Interscope, like sitting there. So I was like, all right, we need to put this out, put it together. And we dropped Midwest Box Frame Gangsta Cadillac Music, and one of the best mixtapes of all time. And people still love that. There were so many great records on that. You could still play that today, front to back. We did like a greatest hits with the Master P style cover on there. It was right. Yeah, and then we did music videos. I got him on the cover of XXL. I remember calling the team over there and just be pressing them like, yo, he's the one. Let's get him there. Got him XXL freshman. And it really worked out like with his stuff. And he's the truth. And that's what's so amazing is that he was able to really push and, build look, I'm just looking up. He was a freshman 2010. That's when we were really doing
2010 stuff. With Nipsey too. How did that feel when you seen both of them that you worked with, on the same cover?
It's funny because I look at that cover. There's so many great people and family on there. Obviously, like J. Cole has probably been the most successful. Wiz on there, which is crazy, right? Like, look at this lineup. Shout out to my guy Pill. Big Sean is on there. That's my guy. J Rock. I did his first mixtape too.
Mixtape too.
Yeah,
all of them. Shout out to Pill because that's how I got on Gangsta Gibbs because when I heard that Pill, your mixtape. Matter of fact,
that was the one. That was the one.
I was like, oh my! I was like, holy shit! Now I know why they said that this is the artist that they sleeping on because I'm like he going harder than Pill, but also Pill was going hard too, and that was a crazy collaboration too with that song.
It's crazy when I look at this cover. I'm like damn near responsible for the intro. At least like helping produce the intro mixtapes. I'm like half the cover right there. So it was just a great time. It was the height of that mixtape era. And look, these guys were talented. Like it's not like I just put somebody on and it's not my fault. I just was able to use my platform and come with a strategy to help introduce them. It's all in how you frame things, right? Like if you put together, think if you're making a meal. If it comes out on a bad plate and doesn't look all nice and stuff, it could be good food, but you're not going to give it a chance. You got to put it together and make it look nice, put it on the right plate, introduce it, give it that context and tell them why this cheese that's on it is, from a truffle in Italy and why it's so good. Right. And then it tastes a lot better. So that's kind of what my job is.
Right.
And how many pairs of shoes do you have? And why are you obsessed with shoes?
Too many. I've been into sneakers. I've been a sneakerhead since I was a kid. My first Jordan was a 10. Before that, I remember I wanted to get a pair of shoes of Jordans, and my mom wouldn't get me them, so I had to go to Payless and design my own. And I think kids made fun of me. So ever since then, it was all about getting the real ones. And it was really the 11 that made me fall in love with it. After seeing the design, it was the second pair of Jordans I ever got, and just seeing everybody. I remember seeing like Boys to Men wearing it, seeing like everybody in the world, like just like sporting those shoes. They were so different, so special. And ever since then, I've just been obsessed. Before it was cool. Like I had a sneaker like site, Kicks Online. I was on like Nike Park before Nike Talk and any of these other OG sites now even existed. And, you know, it was just a part of my culture. It's how I met a lot of early rappers. I was getting Fat Joe a lot of his shoes. I was getting a lot of these guys things because I was importing them from Europe. So it parlayed finally well and paid off. And, you know, given I was able to invest in companies like StockX, be one of the first investors there, and do a documentary on Netflix in the scene, which is funny because there's a scene in there where I actually ran into Freddie Gibbs in a store when we were shooting, speaking of where all the worlds collide. But yeah, I mean, I've just been a sneakerhead since day one, and it goes hand in hand with the culture that we live in, right?
How many pairs of shoes you got?
Just under a couple thousand, you know. I'm trying to cut down.
Do you have it like sorted in colors, or what in brands, or what do you do?
Mike, there is a video online that that's why I knew to ask. Your buddy came live for a couple months ago, I guess. He posted it.
You got a couple hours. You can go through and sort. There's a few YouTube videos out there that show it. I mean, you just kind of know it's sorted by like more models for me, but yeah, it's a challenge.
And other than being the best DJ out there, I gotta admit, my whole life I've been into sports cars. My dad used to own a sports car store and stuff.
Nice.
And seeing your collection, bro, like as soon as Ryan got you on here, I was like looking through your shit. I'm like, holy shit, like unbelievable, man, unbelievable collection. What would you say your favorite card is? Would it be the Mike Trout?
It's tough. I mean, I've had so much fun designing my own and doing online with Topps this year, and it's been such a great ride. You know, it's funny. These just came in, so I've got them in my hand. It's ironic. Canadian player, right? The Drake, Vlad.
My boy, Vladdy. I like it. I like it, man. That's sick. That is sick.
Hey, that's hard.
Fun. We just dropped these. These are like Pokemon themed ones that we did Post Malone, Postymon. So those just came out.
Oh, that's hard.
So yeah, those came out today. I think they came out today or yesterday. Yeah, they just came out. So we got like a bunch of stuff. So it's always my latest one is my favorite, but like some of the standout ones, I think the Acuna AT Aliens is just, you know, that was like just a special one. Yeah. The Ohtani one, Shohei Ohtani one has been great. It's all good. We've got the Mike Trout one right behind me. There's a sports card fund that I run, and we own, you know, we spent over $1 million on a Mike Trout rookie card. So we kind of memorialized it.
That's what I was wondering about. Yeah, the Mike Trout rookie card.
Yeah. So I've got my Project 70. I did a version of that with the platinum plaque that Dr. Dre gave me, long story, and kind of tied those together when we announced that we bought that card.
Yeah, a guy out here in Vancouver, last sports card show we had out here a couple months ago, he has the best and the biggest LeBron James collection I've ever seen. Like he literally has so many LeBron rookie cards. It's unbelievable. Like he actually keeps in a safe deposit box just because like it's out of control. Like
that's amazing.
That's his addiction. He tells us, he's like, you know, my card addiction is my addiction. Like that's what I do.
And like we're saying, look at Mike's background, and then you look at my background. All our shit is autographed on our walls. We don't want nothing on our walls that's not autographed. And we collect them. So one day when we're close enough to retirement, we can maybe end a couple years early and we can start our sports collection store and we can live off.
I wish. I know your Pokemon. I know your Pokemon collection is pretty crazy too. Do you have a Charizard first edition?
I don't, man. You know what? I don't have a ton of Pokemon stuff. We have the whole Pokebreaker store and stuff. They've got crazy stuff on it. But that's what was so fun, like doing the Pokemon cards. I showed you the other one. Here's the one with the other like Post Malone variation that we just did.
Oh yeah, sweet.
Oh damn,
sweet.
Yeah, they're all sick.
That's sweet.
So I got a write-in question from my buddy Andrew Mancini. Hey, we get to drink to that because every time we name drop somebody, we get to
drink.
I love it.
Okay, I got a write-in question from him. Well,